Hi little patriots, it's Adinalise, and today I'm going to be showing you all how to make this sunflower art, so let's go ahead and get started. Now before we begin our art, I want to show you all what sunflowers look like. Now these are not real, but I wanted to go ahead and take a nice close look at each one, and let's see if we can identify some of the different parts. Here are the sunflowers, and sunflowers are a type of flower that bloom in summertime or fall time. Now bloom means to grow or develop, and we are currently in fall time. Fall season is one of the 4 seasons, and it is right after summer, and it's the time where the tree leaves change color, the temperature gets colder, animals prepare for the winter, and much more. Let's go ahead and take a look at our sunflowers. As you can see, they have this very long, what we might call a stick, but it's actually called a stem. This part right here is called the stem. And the stem is the main part of the flower, that it grows from the ground and it supports it. It holds the whole flower. Also see some leaves, some green leaves. The leaves are the flat green part that comes out of the stem. They grow off of the stem, and their main job is to make food for the plant. Now let's go ahead and get all the materials for our art project. We will need a white piece of paper, a fork, brown paint for the center of the flower, green paint for our leaves and our stem, yellow paint for the sunflower and the petals. We need a paintbrush. We need a paint dispenser or a plate, either one. We need scissors. And we need a craft tube or a toilet paper tube that I will explain now how you may cut to create your sunflower. If you decide that you do not want to use a fork and you rather use a craft tube, or if you want to try both ways, then go ahead and grab a craft tube or a toilet paper tube, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut a couple of lines down one side. Now for this part, you might need an adult to come and help. So what we're gonna do, you're just gonna do one cut, just like that, yep. And keep going all around. Now let's go ahead and begin. The first step we're going to do is that we are going to paint the stem of the flower, the long lines. That are going to long green lines. That will be our first step. For that, we need to go ahead and grab our green paint and do one long line. Go ahead and do your long line, long green line. The next step is that we are going to paint our leaves. Now remember, the leaves are right on the side of the stem, either side. They come straight out of it because the leaves grow from the stem. The next step is the petals. We are going to do the petals of the sunflower. Now for this part, like I had said, you may use a fork or you may use a craft tube, the one that we cut, to go ahead and do your petals. Now you're going to grab your paintbrush and paint each little petal or line. Now for the middle flower, you're going to go ahead and put it down, push down. Now once you have it, you're going to go ahead and push every single one. Nice. Now you can go ahead and do it one more time. Awesome work. Now if you would like, you may do the same thing on these two, or you can use a fork. For the fork, you can put it on a plate and you can put the paint like this. Make sure it's nice and painted on one side, and then you stamp it. Or you can do the same thing that you did with your craft tube. You can paint the fork using a paintbrush. Have the petals, we have the yellow part of the sunflower, we have the leaves and the stem. Now, what is something that we're missing? That's right, the center part, the brown circle right in the middle. So you're gonna go ahead and grab your paintbrush and your brown paint, and you are going to paint a circle right in the middle of your sunflower. Now, as you can see, we have a little bit of space between the petals and the brown spot for the middle one. And there's no space here, so if you would like, you can grab some yellow paint and you can connect it all together. Fill in some spots, some little holes. Excellent job, Little Patriots, you did it. You painted your sunflowers and they look beautiful. I really like them. Now I want to ask a couple questions. What are some parts of a flower? Maybe like a stem, a petal, a leaf? What colors might flowers be? Yellow, red, blue, and many more. Where can you find flowers? Maybe outside, a store, at home, and many more places. What are some things you might see or do in the fall time? Maybe you see the leaves change colors, or go to a pumpkin patch, or a corn maze. There's many things to do in the fall time. You guys did a great job. I really love your art, and thank you so much for joining me to create